Clothing for Buddy Pough provided by Bill Owens Clothing. Bill Owens Clothing is a proud sponsor of the Buddy Pough Show.
With the first half as picture perfect as it possibly could have been, Coach, offense, defense, and special teams, the second half, especially third quarter, left a little bit to be desired.
Sometimes you just can't seem to get out of your own way, and you know that was the case in this half. We start off with a good play, counter play to Merrill right at the middle. Malcolm actually checked to this play, and then we come back on the second play, and the ball goes through Malcolm's hands, and he's trying to pick it up and trying to see the rush at the same time. And you know, they somehow or another get the football, and from that point on, in the third quarter, we just couldn't seem to find our way.
Terry Bradham with the completion down the field for Howard to Casey Council, another South Carolinian on this Howard team, but big play by Pat Washington.
Pat Washington taking the dive from behind, and their quarterback was trying to run away from them. There's no way you can run away from Pat. He can fly.
And, of course, Howard getting no points out of the deal. South Carolina State's defense up to the task. But, again, the offense having a little tough time here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but now this is a pretty good play here. Malcolm throws the little 5 play out here to Caleb Davis, and then we come back and try to throw another deep ball here. And I really want him to throw this ball all the way down the field. I think Tyler McDonald is running way down the field here, and he tries to hit. I think it was senior day, and they were trying to figure out how to. But now, you know, we could have gotten that ball in there for a touchdown, I thought, and then we come back here and get an interference penalty. Samaj out there, I wish he had just kind of gone for the ball, but, you know, they got the push and shoving down, and then they call a penalty on us.
Of course, Howard will get it close with South Carolina State's defense again, Coach. And all year long, the consistent point has been this defense, and a big play here by Marquise Parks.
This is our freshman from over Lexington, Georgia. We've got 2 inside guys. I think Marquise and Ronell Ferguson come right across the border in Lexington. And it's been a tradition that we've gotten these players out of that town. And that was a nice play by him there.
And that goes back to the Barney Bussey and Charles Glaze days.
David Lee Norman, all those guys. And then we swing the ball out here to Devin Ware. Got to get Devin to kind of, you know, give the guy the hard part of his body tackle. He kind of give him the soft part. But, you know, we come here and then we try to go on 4th down here, and we don't quite block it right, and, you know, they get a stop.
Fourth quarter kind of coming on to us now as, again, a listless third quarter, right where we were at halftime, 37-7. But the tempo picks up, Coach, here in the second half, and the defense helps out.
Right. We get a nice play down in here by Christian Thompson. They throw a little ball out to the deep outside part of the field, and he gets over and actually knocks the ball out. And then we come and throw a little screen pass out to Chris Merrill, and, you know, Chris gets a run down the sideline. We actually, I thought he was going to run it in the score, but I think Chris ran a juice in there somewhere.
He got a little windy going down the field, but Chris had been called on to do an awful lot. Nice to see him in the throw game once again, Coach. And again, difficult play for the Bulldogs as they come up with the block punt. This is after Nate Smith has gone out and Richard Q holding on this play.
Yeah, but what really worried me, you know, about it was number 13. He made 13 in a row up to that point, and not only did we not make the 14th one, but, you know, we got the 13th one blocked for a touchdown, and then Malcolm rolls out here, and here's Caleb Davis again. Caleb makes a nice run.
Caleb had 5 catches on Saturday, and you talk about a true freshman, Coach, and you come back with Chris Merrill, who knows what to do.
Chris knows how to stick it in the end zone there, doesn't he? He does a nice job.
4-yard run, 5-play, 48-yard drive. Took just a minute. Bulldogs now really laying it on 44-14 with more to come.
Well, we're starting to get some scores here, and then here's Arnett James. Arnett drags him down from behind and knocks it loose, and we get a touchdown here by Joe Thomas from over in Blackville, South Carolina.
Joe Thomas into the end zone, a freshman as well, 51-14. You start talking about the future, Coach, and talk about Arnett James and Joe Thomas.
Well, I'm going to tell you, both these guys are young guys that have been in our program for a little while now, and, you know, we expect big things out of them in the future. That was Montre Pride, one of our freshman defensive ends down in Tampa, Florida, and then you see us running around. Arnett makes another play here. Urban gets him stopped, and Arnett comes and finishes it off.
Howard having a difficult time now, and the wind really playing havoc. It worked at advantage early in the game, works against them here. A very poor punt of only a net of about 11 yards as South Carolina State will take over in great field position. Of course, when you get other guys in the game, you got to work on that unit, Coach, and you get them on and get an opportunity with Blake again.
We did get Richie Q in to get a few snaps as our quarterback, and then we ended up kicking the field goal to go up 54-14.
That was where it ended on Saturday. The drive of the game for South Carolina State. We go back really to the first official offensive drive for the Bulldogs, Coach, where we got things going, and it started with a big Devin Ware extraordinary run.
Yeah, we had a nice run there by Devin, and we throw the ball out here to the flat to Richard Christie, and Christie makes a nice move there and gets upfield. And, you know, Malcolm comes back and gives the ball again to Devin, and Devin slides through here for a nice gain again on the power run and play. And
come back with Chris Merrill will finish it off. That will be your State Farm drive of the game. We'll take a time out here on the Buddy Pough Show. When we come back, we'll tell you what's up next for your South Carolina State Bulldogs.
For the next big Bulldog game, stock up on the most delicious tailgating packages around at Fats Cafe, where regulars get treated special and everyone's a regular.
Fats Cafe, Fats Facts, as we look around the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference this past weekend. Overtime win for Florida A&M. Norfolk a win over Morgan. Delaware State getting their win. And, of course, Hampton a winner yesterday over Bethune-Cookman. A win over Hampton, Coach, and it's really complicated now in the MVC.
It is, but we need Bethune to be impressive. We need them to win, you know, as strong as we possibly can at this point. I think it adds to the strength, at least the look of strength of our conference. And then at that point, we hope that both of us can get in.
All right, now for South Carolina State, the Bulldogs head to Baltimore, Maryland. It's a Thursday night game that'll be on ESPN. You'll kick off around 7:30. We hope to see you up in Baltimore on Thursday night when the Bulldogs take on the Morgan State Bears. And, of course, next week, right here on the Buddy Pough Show.